Hey guys, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. Hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine read for April. Sorry it's taken me a little bit to get to you guys. I've actually been coming up with different ideas and different types of reads, layouts, and stuff to kind of keep it fresh and, you know, get more content out there for you guys, get more knowledge if possible. So obviously I'm not in my usual spot. I have my youngest that's sick today, and he's actually snuggled in my bed. So I kind of gave up my little sanctuary peace area for him today. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay with that, obviously. We are going to go ahead and get started. This one flew out right off the bat, so I'm just going to show you guys Temperance card. I'm going to use that. That was the connective energy between the two of you, which makes a lot of sense to me. I've been feeling a lot of healing lately. A lot of movement forward, a lot of growth, a lot of healing. That's what the journey is all about, right? So that's the connective energy for you guys. I'm going to shuffle up just a little bit, and then we're going to see, and literally as soon as I cut the deck randomly in the middle, there's the Emperor in his power. I feel like a lot of you guys on this journey have had some kind of deep, intense transformations. I mean, I know it comes with the territory, but this past maybe, I don't know, 2 years or so, it's been pretty predominant. But we ebb and flow and get through it, right, guys? That's what we do. Let's see, I'm just going to do 2 more shuffles. But I couldn't ignore that card. It flew out across the room. That card wanted to be seen. That's the energy you're sharing. Divine timing, divine healing, going within, balancing out yourselves. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. Twin flame, soulmate, connections, karmic ties, things like that. This is that kind of spread. So if you're not particularly looking for a romance, this might not be the read for you. I can't guarantee it will come off very romantic. But, you know, then again, let's see where the cards fall. So what can we get in the mindset of the Divine Masculine right now? What's going on with the Divine Masculine's mindset? Okay. Ace of Pentacles wanted to pop out. It did not, but it did let itself be known. So maybe he's looking for a new opportunity, a fresh start, new beginnings. Moon card. So right now in his mindset, I wonder if you guys can kind of see. So right now in his mindset, with the moon being there, it's like he's trying to find some kind of hidden truths. He's being illuminated. I feel like a lot of the masculines have had spiritual awakenings lately. They've had a lot of illumination. They've been pulled out of a very 3D existence, and they're kind of being forced to look at their shadow selves. With the moon, I always think of the shadow also. So maybe a lot of them are being forced to kind of come into the light and deal with their wounds, go through the dark night of the soul, things like that. Okay, so what can we get in the Divine Feminine's mindset right now? Oh, okay, Feminines. Coming in strong, coming in hot. Okay, so we had 2 flippers. Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck. Clarity. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. Divine Feminine, I ask and I receive. There's the Empress. There's you in your power. I feel like Divine Feminines have had a lot of growth over the past couple years, and we've really brought to fruition this feminine energy, this feminine power within ourselves. It's like we are owning who we are at this point. We have been on this journey for years, and we finally come to a place where we've accepted that our femininity is not a negative. It's not a negative. Being eternally feminine is very positive. We see things others can't see. We feel things others have a hard time feeling. And we have an inner knowing within ourselves that cannot be explained. And for some, that's a very hard concept to get, to grasp. If you can't prove it physically, you know, a lot of people have a hard time understanding things. But with the Divine Feminine, you have such an inner knowing that it's hard not to fall back on that, not to trust and to just have faith. Because 9 times out of 10 with us, when we trust our intuition and we follow our gut, it turns out for our better, benefit. It turns out exactly what we had seen, what we'd foreseen, things like that. And yet the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of feminines are coming into a point of not necessarily fresh starts, beginnings, but it's like you're starting to lay groundwork for yourself, for your life and your mindset. You could very well be connecting with a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, because this is your mindset. So you could be thinking about either coming in with an offer or thinking about possibly receiving one from an earth sign. That's beautiful, guys. Okay. So what's going on with the masculine in their energy right now? Energetically, what's going on with them? Around them, within them? Okay, bottom of the deck, the Devil. So maybe, again, with the Moon card, maybe a lot of masculines right now are going within and illuminating the dark night of the soul. They're dealing with toxic traits. It can be childhood wounds. It could be, jealousy issues, issues of abandonment, issues of rejection, things like that. We have the Page of Cups here, and we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So I feel like a lot of them are doing some kind of learning, whether it's spiritual, maybe they're improving their life in some way. They're learning different trade skills. They're learning different mindsets. The Eight of Pentacles, 8's a very spiritual number, and for me, the Eight of Pentacles is about building spiritually. That's what it comes down to for me. For a lot, it is building brick by brick, studying, learning, things like that. It can be higher learning. It can be, working in different trades. But with this Page of Cups here, I feel like they're building their spiritual knowledge. And it's like wanting them, it's making them want to come forward with an offer. Or maybe they're wanting to receive something. Maybe energetically, they're in an energy where they want to give love, or they want to maybe learn to give love to themselves, and it's because they keep studying, they keep researching. Maybe they're diving into spiritual matters. Maybe, the masculine that you connected with, they weren't very spiritual to begin with. And through this illumination, they've kind of opened up their eyes and their hearts. So what's going on energetically with the feminine or around the feminine? Powerful, yeah. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, guys. Y'all are wanting recognition. Y'all are wanting victory. I feel like the feminines are in such a beautiful space right now. It's like we're embodying this powerful feminine drive inside of us. So the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles. Energetically, I feel like, not bucking the system, so to say, but you guys are kind of learning to balance your spirituality with your traditions. And what I mean by that is you're learning to kind of find a balance between maybe the way that your family had always raised you, or the way that you had done things your entire life. You're finding a balance within on what your true moral compass is, your spirituality is, and what you've been brought up as. You're kind of finding a balance between the two, which is beautiful, because while we don't always want to just completely do away with tradition, we do want to move forward and create our own new traditions for, our family, our children to follow. I feel like that's what you guys are doing. You're kind of finding a space within yourself, and maybe spiritually you're learning to balance yourself and where you put your energy as well. Because Pentacles for me, it's very spiritual. A lot of people see it as finances. I do see it as finances, but it can also be spiritual material things coming into, gifts, things like that. I see it as energy too. I see them all as energy. Swords, wands, cups, and pentacles, they are energy. Maybe you're learning to balance the energy within yourselves because you're going on a spiritual journey. And it's brought you a lot of peace. So what energy are they sharing? What energy are the divine masculine and divine feminine sharing? Just looked right out, guys. Okay, Two of Swords reversed wanted to show itself. So maybe coming to terms. So Five of Wands for me, oh well, I'll flip that one over because it's going to be there, but Five of Wands for me is about internal battles, internally struggling, trying to find or make sense of something, when in this connection, sometimes you can't make sense of things. If it's a powerful, deep, spiritual, soulful connection, it is very hard to make sense of anything sometimes. Because you feel the unknown. It doesn't always make sense, but you know it's there. I feel like this is what this is about. This is internally struggling, trying to find or make sense of things sometimes. And then Six of Pentacles, give and take. You know, energetically, I feel like masculine and feminine are both wanting give and take with each other, mutual balancing. I feel like also it's about healing. Again, under the Temperance card. Overcoming Five of Wands energy because they want to balance. They want to get rid of this internal conflict in order to balance themselves out, to balance this connection out, which is beautiful. You know, Spirit has balance written all over this connection. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to move these up a little bit, guys. That way I can kind of show you what's going on in the masculine's heart right now. What can we get for masculine's hearts? Where are they at? Oh, wow. Oh, guys. You masculines are in your feels. Okay, so in their heart space, they're coming out of a period of conflict, of combativeness. Again, Five of Wands is my inner conflict card. Seven of Wands is my energetic combativeness card. It's like someone in a period where they were battling everyone else because they were surrounded by so much negativity, so much bad juju, that they couldn't find peace within themselves. But man, the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, guys, that peace is coming in. That peace is coming in. They are finding it within themselves, and it's through this connection, this soulful connection that's inspiring them. They are finding their inner peace in their soul and their hearts. You cannot make this up, guys. That is absolutely incredible. Because that's what this connection does. It inspires. It inspires you to be your best self. And sometimes the separation period is what's necessary to build the healing, to make you realize, you know, what is it they always say? You don't know what you have till it's gone. You know, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. That heavily applies in this connection because it is a soul tie that's not going to break. So when you release them, it's like, you know, energetically, you're always going to be connected. They are your soul. They are part of you. And it's like in their heart right now, they're wanting a new beginning. They're wanting a new start in this Two of Cups situation, in this connection that you guys have. They're wanting to come out of this combativeness, this negative energy that they're surrounded in. So what about feminines? What can we get for feminine's heart space right now? Oh, so it's you guys. I say you guys, but I'm part of it too. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm taking it out because I wanted to pop out. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups. That speaks about offers. You know, maybe because the Two of Swords was reversed. So maybe some of the feminines right now are debating whether or not they want to either receive the love from their masculines or if they're wanting to make an offer themselves. And we have the Eight of Wands here reversed. So there's no communication right now. You know, you're not moving forward. I feel like this is more so not moving forward from the connection or towards it. You're kind of at a stalemate right now because you are kind of empowering yourself. I feel like you guys are working on yourself right now. I feel like the feminines are in a period where they are building their own self-love, their worth. You're building yourself up. And because of that, in your heart space right now, you're just not making a decision. You're not moving forward towards this. If you're not moving away from it, you're just where you are right now, at peace with it, working on yourselves. That's a beautiful energy to have too. It's like the masculine, because you guys are so focused on shining that bright light that you have, that being that beacon. Of course, the person that you are soulfully connected to is going to see that light shining, and then they're like, oh. And then, boom, you know, it hits them, and they're like, oh, man, you know, they want this Ace of Cups. They want this new beginning because they're seeing the light shining from you, and they recognize it because it's a part of their soul. Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like the feminines right now, you guys are being very discerning with your energy. You are actually focusing on yourself for once, and that That's beautiful, just because I know a lot of feminines had put themselves on the back burner for so long that it's time to focus on yourself and build your self-worth, your self-love, invest in yourself. You know, build for your future. And if the masculine's going to come along and down the road you're going to reconnect, you're not going to move away from them. You're going to reconnect. Why not focus and heal and build yourself up in the process? Don't sit in a stalemate and wait on someone to come save you. Heal yourself, and then you come together. So what is connecting them in the heart space right now? What's connecting this divine masculine, divine feminine in the heart space? Oh, guys. I love when they do this. So we have the Nine of Wands. Again, as always, my battle-worn soldier here, knowing that it's worth the fight. It's worth the effort, the energy, everything you put into this. You know, at the end of the day, this connection is worth it. Three of Swords. So, of course, you both are heartbroken right now. Masculine and feminines. When there's a disconnect, when there's no communication coming in, you can't help but feel like a piece of your soul is missing. But that's what causes you to move forward and grow and heal yourself. And you have the Four of Wands, guys. That's my twin flame card. I've had Empress on this table. We saw the Emperor when I split the deck. And now we have Four of Wands. So this is definitely for someone in a twin flame, connection. This is definitely for you. Soulmates, of course, too. But that's my card that's saying, okay. Because Four of Wands, that's what it is. It is spiritual and emotional and physical and all of it fulfilling. It is the happy celebration home. It is the marriage card. It is I think of it as a spiritual commitment, not so much, a 3D round earthly commitment. It's a spiritual commitment that you don't walk away from. You are ultimately connected at a soul level. That's what's connecting you guys. The fact that you know that this is worth it. You know that the battle that you've been through with everything is worth it. You're heartbroken over it. But you know at the end of the day that they are your ultimate happiness. That they bring to you something that no other soul has ever brought or could ever bring into your life. That's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to throw down just... Actually, no, I'm not. Because I'm going to end it on the Star, guys. I had the Star at the bottom of the deck. And for me, that's the universe very clearly saying, do not give up hope. Don't give up hope. There is healing here. There is a true connection. There is a genuine, soulfully deep connection. The feminines are working on themselves. They're working on their power. Honestly, I feel like you guys are trying to balance out and become a little bit more masculine and take charge in yourselves, while the masculines are getting in touch with their soul. They're getting in touch with their spirituality, what's hidden, their deep intuitive sides, because they're balancing out their feminine sides. And then, what happens when you balance yourself out? That's when unity happens. That's when divine union comes together. So you guys are on track. And for me, this Star card, it's just clarification that you're headed down the right path. You have hope. You're on the right mission. You're on the right path. Your soul's calling you to it. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, follow your heart. Yeah, I'm going to leave you guys on that. I hope you guys have a fantastic April, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and light. Bye.